forget that day.
Up Norman.
Hero of the hunt.
No, you are not. LaGuardia, Cessna 365 now, 1500.
We are heading for the hunt.
Negative. Disregard that last transmission.
Okay, you need to return to LaGuardia.
Negative, that was transmitted in error. Take your hand off the mic, Norman.
We are going down.
No, we are not.
We can get a view. You want to try to land runway 13?
Negative, everything's fine here. We're continuing as planned. That's it, Norman. I'm plugging out your intercom circuit breaker.
Birds. What the deuce?
Oh, shitballs! No. Fucker.
Wilson, where are you? Wilson! I'm coming!
Shut up, Norman.
Shit.
Stop the stopwatch. And up we go. Oh! When you... Oh, he's having a baby. He's lost. He's rocking back and forth. Look. So I have to start the whole shot again now. The whole thing all over again. And I said, right. 07020 knots. And I'm facing right into the window. New York helicopter terminal, and I can't remember the name of the fucking place, so now I have to go look it up. Here we are in Manhattan Heliport, and we're going to take off in this microlight. We're going to climb to the top of the building 3 times, come back, and then stop the stopwatch. So, where's my stopwatch? Bollocks.
I lost an engine. I've hit the right prop on the runway. Just go down, just touch it. There we go. Good. Oh, whoa. Am I alive? Oh, Jesus Christ. Where's the runway? There it is. Oh, yeah, there we go. We're gone. We're gone. That's what happens when you go below blue line speed in an engine failure. Go on, Dizzy. Hitch down. There you go. Flaps coming up, hold it level, it's going to stall, otherwise... Oh no! Don't do this to me! It's too late! It's too late! Just don't stall and go into the water! Oh my god, that is... Fuck! Adding power. And up we go. Oh, I missed it! Shit! I fucking crashed.
Oh, this looks really bad. Brace for impact. I've got to try and stop this before the end.
No, try not. Do or do not.
Oh, thank God. Yoda, you are so wise.
Nothing more will I teach you today.
At last, I'm going to steal an airplane. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You okay?
Yeah, can I have a look around?
You can. Can I help you?
Are these keys for Cessnas? There we go. Nice, simple start. In real life, when you're flying, you've got your life in your hands. So it's very, very important, obviously, to have the appropriate licensing, the appropriate training, including safety training, etc., etc. Whereas when you're at home in your flight simulator, there's no risk at all. Okay, she wouldn't even shake my hand at this point. It was going very, very badly, and I had probably made a fool of myself. But then it dawned on me, the 4 magic words: I have a jet.
How long we will fly with this ship?
We'll go around Wicklow a little bit.
Oh no, but when we will change the plane? You know, for the private jet, what you told me, champagne.
Oh yeah, I lied.
Hello everybody, and today is a very, very special video. We're going to announce the winners of the shout-out competition. This next channel is called Reaction Review, and I've got to say, for an X-Plane channel, this guy is putting in a lot of work. All right, I'm going to hit subscribe on his channel, and you should as well.
Now, I've fucked it up again. I'm way too high, and I've got to do the whole shot all over again, which is fucking fantastic. Recording, sound. No! Where's rain? Where is fucking rain gone? Bugger! This doesn't stop now. I'll have to do this take all over again, and I won't be happy. I'll not be happy. Please stop. Please don't make me do this all over again. It's late at night. Please stop. Driving it in a bit. Hold on. Oh, right. That one up. And now I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Fantastic. Very nice. Very nice. Floaty, floaty landing. That was not a floaty, floaty landing. And I'm way off the runway and I have to do the whole shot all over again. Brilliant. Just fantastic. That's just brilliant, that is. Okay, I can't seem to fly this at all. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. I've bust the G-limit. Okay, I don't feel very comfortable looking at this at all. I think we need something that can handle the force, the G-forces that are applied.
I sense much fear in you.
Oh God, he's back. I shouldn't have said force.
How embarrassing.
You know, the aircraft kept coming apart because it couldn't take the G-force. You'll be laughing when I get this down without the force, Yoda.
You are reckless.
Maybe, but look what I'm going to fly. Well, I'm too heavy. I need to drop those fuel tanks. R2, see what you can do back there. Okay, looks like I can just about keep it. Oh.
Use the force.
Oh God, Obi-Wan is here as well. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Oh, bloody yeah. Stay on target. Stay on target. Of course, now I'm doing floaty floaty. This is just not going to do. Okay, you're going to have to take the flaps up and drop the lift. Go! Okay, 140 knots. Hopefully, I'll stop by the end of the runway, but I'm not too sure. Now, that seems to have done it. So, Yoda, what do you think?
See through you, we can.
That may be so, but the FA-18 has a much higher G-force tolerance.
How can this be?
It's G-force, Yoda. It's nothing to do with your forces.
Dangerous and disturbing, this
Look,
possibility.
let's be quick about this. There's the dark side of the force, your side of the force, and G-force.
No.
Women also have a G-force, but nobody can find it. Time for murder, death, kill. The bombs will actually drop. I've highlighted it for you. Oh, it's Sam. Sam. How dare he interrupt my tutorial? Bombs away.
Es ist dem Feind gelungen, die Front in breiter Formation zu durchbrechen. Im Süden hat der Gegner Zossen genommen und stößt auf Stahnsdorf vor.
Mit dem Angriff Steiners wird das alles in Ordnung kommen.
Mein Führer, Steiner konnte nicht genügend Kräfte für einen Angriff massieren. Der Angriff Steiner ist nicht erfolgt.
Das war ein Befehl! Der Angriff Steiners war ein Befehl! Niederträchtige, treuloser Feind! Feiglinge! Verreiter, Versager! Sie ist ohne Ehre! Sie wird ersaufen in ihrem eigenen Blut!
Yes, I don't like trains particularly. I don't like them. I just don't like trains. Must be something to do with this freak. Oh, this is brilliant. Oh no, I didn't get the train itself. Cheeky bastard. If it's the last thing I do... Oh, brilliant, now my engine's dead. Okay, I'm going to do a kamikaze. I'm going to shoot the big Jesus out of him, and I'm going to ram him. I'm going to take the two of us out at the same time.
You're going down, you bastard! Yes, I'm gonna get you now!
This is just humiliating. There we go, chopping all the power. Chopping all the power. Bollocks. Oh, okay, it looks like we're going to make it. Power off. It's going to bounce really hard. Oh, bit of a bounce. Bit of a bounce. Now, it's not over yet. I've got to steer the aircraft and then reverse thrust. I'm using asymmetrical thrust again just to steer it. Don't go off the runway. I can't use reverses until I have it straight. Right, reverse. Oh! Bollock! That's what that looks like. Brilliant. Fantastic. Oh yeah, now I've added power and it's crashed. Brilliant. Now I have to do the whole thing all over again. Fantastic. Reverse thrust on. Fuck. Yeah, brilliant. And that's what happens. That's what happens. Oh, I don't believe it. Why won't this work? Oh, it's gonna be a hard one. Now I have to do it all over again. Start all the cameras. And yeah, this is just fabulous. Okay, that's okay. Now, let it roll out. Oh, Yoda, I'm so embarrassed. I'm so busy looking outside and ignore the instruments.
Still looking to the horizon.
I know, Yoda. All my attention was diverted to making the video.
Heeded my words not, did
I
you?
used reverse thrust with the props out of sync. I failed.
The greatest teacher failure is
Oh, you're just peddling easy answers.
pass on what you have learned.
I've done it! Success! Hooray! Bit of a bouncy there, but everything's fine. I've organised, it's all good. Okay, brakey. Oh, not too much braking. I have it all under control. Nothing bad's going to happen. Everything's fine. Bucker. This brings new meaning to ski slopes. Let's go. Pretty sure everyone's dead anyway. The aircraft's heavier on the ground, so okay. Let's just get it started up really quickly, shall we? Let's just move on. By some miraculous miracle, I seem to have survived my egotistical madness. My legs badly damaged as I neglected to read and understand Section 5 of the Cessna Operating Handbook, page 5-1, labeled Performance. Perhaps I could crawl. What? Oh, you again, please. Oh no! Is that you, Gentle Ben? Oh, thank God, Gentle Ben. Greetings, fellow simmers, and welcome to some more Gripper Sim madness. I hope you can all hear me. I hope I've got the volume set, and I hope nothing's going to go wrong in this stream. It usually does at some point, and you love it. You love to watch me squirm and go, "Oh my God, how am I going to fix this problem?" Because I do squirm, and it's terrible. So, welcome everybody. Now let's have a look. So, I just thought I'd explain for those of you who've just come on. How does it work? Right, this is Flight Simulator 2020. It's a simulation actually, or a hobby, I would say. It's a hobby and it's a simulator. You can go to the game if you want. That's fair enough. You can do lots of crashing. We do lots of crashing here. So do we know what we're doing? Do I know what I'm doing? Not really. Not all the time. I do sometimes. We're all learning together. Is what's happening here.
The brilliant 3 months, and I'm happy to keep coming back and watching more of your streams.
Oh, how cool is that? Lonely Reaper says, hey, did you hear that? Tell me if you heard it. I hope you did. Hey, thank you for the brilliant 3 months, and I'm happy to keep coming back and watching more of your streams. And that's from a lovely Lonely Reaper 97. Thank you very much, Reaper. I appreciate it, big style. That's great. I'm delighted everyone's enjoying the streams. I think the only way to stream is to do it live and truthful, isn't it? Yes, and we learned something. So yes, this is Microsoft Flight Simulator, previously known as Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. So we don't get confused. How the stream works is we are doing a flight plan today. Maybe that's what it's about, because just got a comment, you know. What's happening is... I don't want to give away the surprise. Don't give away the surprise, Gripper Sim. So what we do is we load a flight simulator, and this is called World Tour Flights. And Colonel Clink, who's going to join me shortly, he designs these himself to make them more interesting for Murder, Death, Kill John Spartan, for some crazy madness. And he's called this one the Northern Loop. It's up in Norway, and we're going to go low and fast. And I may or may not run out of fuel. We don't know yet. We just don't know. So we simply download this. You double click on it and you load it into Flight Simulator, and you're on the runway and off you go. So pretty much that's what that's about. So we have a surprise in part 2. I have a surprise in part 2. Something new that's coming out, and I thought I'd stream it tonight. And yeah, we're going to do some crazy madness. So who's with us? A whole load of people are with us. Welcome everybody. We got YouTube and Twitter at the same time. The sound is good, Skyhawk says. I'm delighted. If ever you hear the sound isn't good, guys, or there's something wrong, it's choppy, let me know, because we fixed it in the past. You know, we'll fix it. Because, you know, it's tough when it's live. I'm in the TBM. The TBM. So, one of my favourite airplanes. Oh, there's Colonel Clink. Will we make him wait, or will we hang up? Votes, please. Greetings, Colonel Clink. Greetings.
How are we?
I'm not too bad.
Excellent.
I'm not too bad. Everyone seems in good form. I'm just glancing through the comments. I'm just glancing through the comments, and everyone's in good form.
Cool.
And they're looking forward to what crazy madness I'm going to get up to. Now, we never know if you've just joined us in the stream and you're not too sure what this is about. You never know what's going to happen in aviation. I'm a real-life pilot, but I do on purpose set myself up for problems. And I have to tell you, I learn an awful lot from Microsoft Flight Simulator. You know, don't you, Colonel Clink?
Yeah. It's like I learned, like very recently, like watching, you know, what you do in Flight Simulator and not to do what Gripper Sim does.
Do what I do. Do as I say, but not do as I do.
Yeah, that joke. Yeah.
Yeah. So I've learned lots of things.
Yeah.
It's fascinating. The last stream was it Sunday. I was talking about a sterile cockpit and how things can get a bit unusual. You can do unusual mistakes, and it's a big thing. And I've never really experienced it myself. But with the sim and with the simulator and all the distractions, of me looking at the comments and over and coming outside the airplane to get views. Yeah, I made some crazy mistakes that I wouldn't normally do in reality.
Yeah.
You know, so
it's like, yeah, you just come to a stage like you're in certain phases of flight where you just need quiet.
Sterile cockpit. So
Yeah.
oh, COVID.
Oh.
COVID.
Oh dear.
I just got my job today, folks. I got my job. I got the damn it, Johnson & Johnson job.
So you're done. You only got the nasty needle once.
Yeah, it's an unusual one. It's funny to see how the whole world comes together to vaccinate. Oh, we've got the Thunderflies. The whole world comes together to vaccinate against one thing. It's just one of those unusual.
Apparently, I'm gonna be, you know, subjected to some vaccination stuff tomorrow.
Oh, you're going as well. Brilliant.
I don't know what I'm gonna get. Well, they say it on a label. I'm gonna get what I'm gonna get, but I don't know if it's gonna be what it says it's gonna be. So we'll find out tomorrow.
Happy days.
Yeah.
We're joined by the Thunderflies. For those of you who don't know the Thunderflies, they fly the aircraft in what's the term I'm looking for? In synchronicity.
Oh, here's it.
And they usually join us.
Here's something like which we need to find out, like of the Thunderflies, like if it's like flying like the Thunder, or is it like a Thunder like a fly, like a big like little fly Thunder.
Exactly. Now I'm going to tell the guys where we are. Does it say in the loop?
Yeah.
Download from, I can't pronounce it. Hasvik to Hasvik.
Yeah. It's a loop.
I'll tell you the ICAO code. We're doing a loop. Okay, so the code is, if I cheat here and press the V button, it's Echo November Hotel Kilo. That's in Norway. Oh, look at that. And that's what we're doing, folks. We're going to go crazy. So join us in the North European server. And we are Echo November Hotel Kilo. So, yeah. So, that's that. I'll type it in here. Oh, 210 Murphy might be with us as well. Oh, brilliant. Echo November Hotel Kilo is the start, if I can get this without any typos.
Yeah.
Great. So, Colonel Klink, tell us about what we're doing.
Well, it's like we...
While I start up the aircraft.
We kind of flying a wee bit low, like, as low as we dare to fly. And, and as fast as we dare to fly. And then we're going to do 3 touch and goes. There's like 3 airports, like they're marked on the map. They should be popping up and stuff. And so we're doing touch and go on each and every one of them. And then coming to a full stop in Hasvik, in Echo November Hotel Kilo. So the ICAO code is much easier to pronounce. So anyway, so we end up where we started. So we're gonna loop the loop, so to speak. Not well, we can loop the loop as well, but yeah.
Where there may be some accidents.
There are never any accidents.
No, nothing bad will happen.
Everything is very
bad will happen.
Very planned out. Everything is very planned out, so nothing bad is gonna happen.
Exactly. We hope. We'll see.
Yeah.
Well, I always check. I always check to make sure I have enough fuel and all that kind of stuff. And now we're going to be flying low and fast. So
I trust the fuel delivery man. He said I have enough fuel.
Oh, if I put the throttle forward there and added some fuel, excuse me, Colonel Klink, it was spinning. Now we're good to go. Engine is starting up. And hello everybody again. I think I said hello to everyone. We've got quite a few viewers. Now later on the stream we're trying something that's just coming out soon. It's not a total release yet. We'll see what you think. It's from one of those really good developers, and we'll talk about it after this section. And I'll fly it. I haven't gone into it. I just installed it, right? And it's a pre-release version, so things will go wrong. But it's a pre-release version, and we'll see how it goes. They're usually pretty good. Some people are guessing.
I think you might be wrong there. I think pre-release versions might be better than the actual release version.
Oh.
Because they're pre-error, so if it's not released, it's not released with the bugs, isn't it? So
yep.
it's a pre-bug release, so to speak.
Yeah, just to see if everything's working all right. I'm just going to quickly say who's here with us on the North European server. Everyone's welcome to join us on the North European server in Microsoft Flight Simulator. We've got Danny and 106F1. We've got Flying Kiwi. Oh, greetings, Flying Kiwi. Bunker Titan as always. We've got Copper Hat. We've got the Thunderflies. At the moment with the Thunderflies, we've got Dennis, GD. We've got Masonic Lake. And we have HCBR. The Thunderflies. And these cool guys here. Look, and thank God their liveries are showing. And when I'm on autopilot, I'll skip out from time to time. We'll have a look at those guys. They're really, really cool. They're quite stunning. Also, we have with us on the stream, I've got Bunker Titan. Davo is with us. I'm the Doctor. Some regulars. Hi lad is with us. Johnny F73 in the TBM as well. Deep Future, as always, is with us. Skyhawk61 is with us, which is great. And Colonel Clink at the end of the runway. I'm going to taxi to the end of the runway. Or actually, I'll taxi up to where everyone else is, to runway 29. Then I'm going to set the autopilot, or we'll do a bit of manual, a bit of both, and fly very dangerously. Right, so that's everybody that's with us at the moment. This is Bob.
Bob is there.
Bob is with us.
Awesome.
I don't know, he just doesn't seem to react. Now, I think I should have some lightage here before we go. Everything's done. Let's get some lightage on. I haven't flown this one I flew it last time, but I seem to just leave it for the week and then I'll go back to it. Let's get some lightage. Lightage should be nice.
It's like over your head, probably.
Over my
you're
head.
looking for the buttons.
Yep. And we're on landing light on. Should be on taxi light there. And we put all the lights. They're off. I don't know which is on, which is off. All the stuff is on. Now I should have it so switch tanks should be, where is it?
Over your head on the
Auto
right.
trim. Fuel should be on auto, but I'm going to put it off to switch the tanks because I'm silly Billy. Because we're going to have to switch tanks, which is down here. Oh yeah, brilliant. A ghost mouse. It's shut down the engines on me. Oh no, it's gone to the left now for some reason. I told you everything would go perfectly well. Yeah, that's... Oh man, this is embarrassing. Starting up again. So we're auxiliary main fuel selector. That's off. I can't see behind there. Okay, but that'll be fine. Everyone is laughing. Engine starting again. And we've got our throttle set. We've got takeoff flaps to go. We've got our lights sorted out. And I think we should go and start this crazy madness trip. How long will it take, Colonel Clink? Brakes off.
About 50 odd minutes.
50 minutes of seriously low flying. Oh, one thing I forgot fuel. My God, I forgot to check my fuel. Now, always make sure when you fly to have enough fuel. If you're flying in real life. I always make sure I have enough fuel. You know, about an hour, yeah? I don't know what's going to happen. I don't know what that'll give us. We don't know. We don't know what'll happen. I don't know what'll burn an hour. What do you think it burns an hour? Colonel Clink, TBM.
About 57.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, let's see what happens with that.
The you fly probably 65.
Let's see. That'll do. Let's see if we make it with that. With what's the total gallons there?
Oh.
We've got 30, 40, 50, about 50 gallons. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see. And let's see if I can catch it flying so low when the prop stops, when I don't change the tank. So actually, sorry folks, we are on the right tank, okay? So, the fuel will run out on the right tank. Now let's switch that to the left tank, so we don't have to wait so long for the fuel to run out. Come on, mouse. Switch into the left tank. And auto switched off. Great, okay, now we can go. Why is it beeping? It's beeping because of the parking brake on. Yeah, so what? Brakes off. Now we're good to go, folks. Chris says I reckon about 7 to 8 gallons an hour. You'd be right on something a little bit smaller. We'll see. So can I fly this low and fast for the whole duration without crashing? And one fuel tank stopping the engine and me having to restart the engine again. We don't know. There's all the boys. So hope you all had a good week last week. Look at the Thunderflies. There's 4 of them now. Look at that. Who's joined them? What's that coming up? But we'll see them as we go. Turning around to the runway. Ooh. And I think we should just go. Right. Brakes are off. Full power. And we're going. We're going. I won't fly off on everybody. I'll just slow down a little bit after takeoff. I want to stay in the center line. Oh, is there wind going on here? Yes, there is. There's wind for the left. I can feel it in the pedals.
It's a wee bit crosswind, and you're taking off. And you're taking off the wrong side of the runway, so you have a wee bit of tail wind as well, like, you know. So
yeah, well,
you know.
Let's break her up. Well, you know, you can have a 5-knot tailwind. Ooh, the fuse is stunning.
You can, yeah.
Slowing down.
Why is the mountain in the way there? Hang on a second.
Oh, we'll just have to deal with it as we go.
Damn you, autopilot. I'm not dealing with this.
What servers are you on? Red Gamer says. We're on the North European server. Red Gamer. North European server. And we are departing. You'll see a big bunch in the North European server taking off Echo November Hotel Kilo. And I'm flying straight into a mountain.
Yeah.
Well, oh look at this. Just every time I fly this, folks, I'm just in awe of Microsoft's. How do they do it? I mean, look at the view. Good choice, Colonel Clink. We must give you some sort of a medal.
Oh,
the mugs. The mugs. I've got to get mugs.
I wonder if we're gonna see some moves.
I've got a mug coming for you, Colonel Clink, and 3 or 4 others. A few mugs are coming, guys. It does take a while for me because I should have something organised for that kind of thing. I spare the moment. I said, "Oh, I'm giving away mugs." So they're coming. I know it's going to take a while. I have to set up a system. Right, let's put on the autopilot. So first of all with the autopilot, and then we can start chit-chatting. Just for the moment, I'm flying it manually now. My IR flying seems to be picking up. Look, I'm on the line. Really what I'm thinking about it, which is odd. Now, heading bug.
Cloudage. Oh dear.
I've got real live weather here, folks. This is the real live weather. Altitude, please. We're going to keep that altitude. Autopilot. And the odometer comes on automatically. We're flying nav, and it's descending because I didn't put in the altitude. Can I fix this without crashing into the mountains very quickly?
Well, let's see if we can get some iceage here, like, you know, so since we are already in cloud.
Can I fix it? Yes, we're out of trouble. Flaps up, gears up, landing light and all that kind of stuff. It's off. Strobe, nav, pulse, fine. And I should have other checks to do in the TBM. But look, let's have a look at the lovely views. Ooh. Now I'm going to try and fly steady for the first portion, but leave it on autopilot and fly low so we can look at that, folks. Crazy madness. Look at that. That is stunning. I'm going to look just to keep the view ahead. See, okay, I'm all right for the moment. I'll keep that view for now.
Let me have a look here. So,
is that getting choppy? It's getting a bit choppy. Chop. Now, let's see who's with us. I just mention a few of the comments. I'm going to scroll back a little bit to see if I missed anything. Someone was commenting at me last week, and I knew who they were, but I didn't know their name on the chat, and they were trying to get my attention, but I didn't know who they were. And they're going, "Why wouldn't you respond to my comment?" I said, "I don't know. I was flying. I was crashing. I couldn't read them all." I try my best, folks. Bo DMI is on. Greetings. Akai Lad is on. Davo Oisk, all the regulars. Navman is with us. Davo Deep Future, Oisk. That's the first few on, and we also have anybody new there. The Red Gamer is new, I think. Greetings, Red Gamer.
I just happened to see an airport there, which I didn't put in a flight plan, and I'm just gonna do a touch and go there. Like, you know, it has nice flashy lights there, so I'm just gonna go and land there.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
Lonely Reaper's with us again. Brilliant. Navman. Ray Chandler. Ray, that's something clever in there. I just can't see it. Chandler, anyway. That reminds me of Friends. I hear noises. I hear jets. Folks. I think the Thunderflies are coming up. So that's everybody there. Evo5 is with us as well. North European server. Yep. Now, let's get some more views going. So, there is something new coming up after this leg. I'm going to fly, I'm going too fast for everybody. Let people catch up. I'll take a bit more power back with a view. Colonel Clink, do you sit and play this with VR on a lot?
Not recently. I just didn't have the time. like, you know. So, yeah, no, I tend to, if I'm not on a stream here, I tend to play it in VR as a, if I want to do some IFR stuff.
It's just stunning, isn't it? I haven't
Oh,
done
it's
VR. for a while.
absolutely fantastic. It's like if you take some scenery like this now, like right, and you would be flying the Waco, the Coronado Waco, the biplane. It's like it's just fantastic.
Yes.
Like,
that-
you know,
the
the
Coronado.
views, you're
that
looking
biplane.
around, the struts and everything. It's just amazing.
There Golden Thunder flies. Yes, it is. Even looking at it here, I'm like, wow. It's very relaxing.
I have to report the flight computer. Like, you know, it's not on. It's very rude flight computer. Keeps talking about my landing gear.
Look at the lights there, Thunderflies. They're just, you know, they're just as one. As one! Let's see who's with us. Who's that flying by? That's that guy lad. Davo's up ahead. Everyone's catching up with me, which is great. There's Karen Click up ahead. There's all the guys down behind. They're catching up now. We're all in the TBM, looks like. Mostly. I don't know what Deep Future's in. Is he in the Arrow or something? Or in a... Let's have a look here and see. What's Deep Future in? I don't know. Is that? I don't know for sure. Anywho, everyone's catching up, which is great. I'm slowing down for everyone.
So I don't know where I'm landing, but I'm landing there now.
So I'm going to run out of fuel. So speed is good. So when everyone catches up a little bit, go 207 or 208 knots. I'm going to start accelerating and go very, very fast, because without the speed, you know, I won't be able to do a landing. So fuel isn't looking good now. I'm going to have to be quick. Got about 20 gallons left, I reckon. Oh, 19, it tells me. Of course it does. There it is there, look. Yeah, I don't know if the fuel situation is gonna... yeah, we don't know. We don't know, folks. Don't spill the tea. I shall not.
You know, you have a cup holder.
I said to four individuals, don't forget that I'd send them the mug. I have their details. I think one didn't send me, but look, if you didn't get it, sending 4 of these mugs out. The reason I've got to get something, I got to get them to myself. They're quite expensive for me as well. So I'd like to be able to, you know, give them out with ease, you know, rather than have to go and get them from somewhere else and pay a fortune and have them come here and then post them out and all that kind of crack. So that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, Cooper Mike Andy go. There's a nice runway over to my right, so that's a possibility. So everyone's catching up. I'm going to go to a torque of. Why is my power responding here? 80%. Oh no. Oh, it's very slow. What's happening here? It's okay.
Okay. So because this is just going to be a touch and go,
RPM 2000.
I'm just giving myself
NG 91%.
First stage of flaps.
We're speeding up. Flaps are up. Great. Gears up and all that kind of stuff. So this is the real world weather. This is pretty damn cool, folks. I do like the real world weather.
Yeah.
It does please me. Look at everyone flying around. There's Bob, completely disinterested. Oh, there's the butterflies. They're coming alongside, folks. So, see, the jab was sore at first. You know, the, what should we call it? The Johnson & Johnson one I got. So they're giving you all these warnings, but it's very unlikely that something bad will happen. A lot of people think, you know the way when you get a jab, if you get the flu jab, you have to wait for 15 minutes? A lot of people think, God, could something really go wrong in 15 minutes that they're having us waiting here? Because they keep you waiting for 15 minutes, you know? And there's the 35s. And it's just that some people are scared of needles and they get faint.
Oh, I
they?
don't like needles though.
Yeah, it's just anxiety when people get faint. So just sit down, relax, chill.
It's not
So
to do with anxiety. Needles are evil. Evil needles.
Everyone, it's chilly. The injection, usually when I get the flu jab every year, actually, for the last few years, I didn't feel the needle at all. And I go to her, man, did you put, are you saving money? What's going on? You know? I'm going, did you put it in? You don't feel it. It's bizarre. This one you feel it a bit. It's not the worst in the world. A little bit of a burning sensation, but the burning, you feel, you think the burning sensation is the needle. But it's really, it's just a little tiny burning sensation. Nothing too sore at all, you know. Usually I don't look at the needle. I just sit there and go, yeah. Because, you know, I'm a male and I'm afraid of nothing, you see. So I won't look at the needle. I think, are you okay? They say. And I'm like, yeah. You know. Get on with it. It's no problem for me. And it's cool, you know, and I'm, you know, pretty cool, calm and collective about it. But this time, this time I was talking to him. I'm going, yeah. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, excuse my French. I go, what the hell? And it was quite large. You know, it was quite large. But not too large. So it wasn't really too bad. So if you're frightened of needles, don't worry about it, I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Chill, it's cool. So there's my experience.
I've seen them on telly. They look like a spear gun.
Really?
Yeah. They're huge.
Wow. It doesn't, I don't know. I do remember when I was very, very, very young. Right? I got a jab. And I swore it went into my bone. Maybe it did. I mean, it was like a big, thick mother needle. And I wasn't crying or anything. It was just, what? I just came away thinking, they hit my bone. Is that supposed to be the way it's done?
Needles are evil. Like, no, it's like you know, when you go ever in a hospital and you get those, what are those injections, those thrombose yolks, right?
We're on the right tank now for some reason. Oh, I got the automatic on or off. Sorry, Karen Blink, go ahead.
And then the nurse asks you, like, you know, do you want that injection, like, you know, in your belly or in your bum? And I said, in my belly, look at me skinny belly, and you have a needle that goes right through me. Are you crazy?
Control out. Wow. Control out. Fuel select, I didn't. It's on manual now. There we go. I hit the wrong button. I have, yeah, that should be an auto. I hit the wrong button, folks. So, current click, yes.
Yeah.
It's, you know. Control or Alt L to switch off your torch, so I can torch in your head. So we're bobbing along, and the next thing I'm going to fly pathetically, frighteningly low. Manually. I just wanted to get some Thunderfly action in. There they go. I'm getting really good at this, folks. There goes the Thunderflies. Oh, Alan spoiled it. Or Bob. Is he Bob or Alan? I can't remember what I called him. Bob. Cracking plane, Navman says. Best so far for sure. It is. The TVM's great. Because you go fast. And it's actually kind of easy. It's intuitive. There's more to it.
That's right.
But
it's like the iPhone of airplanes.
Brilliantly said, Curtin Clink. Brilliantly said. So we're on the right tank. Let's put it to the left tank. I have no time for this. There we go. So that's burning from the left tank, and the left tank has 19 gallons in it. Will we make the trip? We don't know. Will I start flying manually now, Colonel Clink? I think I should.
Oh, go for it.
I think I should. Autopilot off, murder, death, kill about to happen. Bad weather ahead, foolishness about to begin. We have control. I want some more.
It's actually not bad weather at all. You just can't see nothing.
Well, let's see.
If you're in cloudage, that is.
Let's see what happens. Going down, folks. we're going down. I'm going to see how good my IOR is. Adding power. Low and fast, crazy madness is about to begin. Place your bets. How long will I last?
5
Over
minutes.
speed. I like it. She's complaining about overspeed. I'll take a tad bit of power back. There we go. I just want to have it on the edge. Let's get... what I'm doing, folks, is I'm looking out ahead. And also, I'm see the needle here? I want to keep that bang on. I want to keep that bang on. So let's fly like we stood it. I would like to change the time of day. It's so dark. I'm going to put the landing light on so I can see the hills coming up.
It's like it should be actually fun at this time of year. Like, you know, it shouldn't get really dark up there in the polar circle, no?
Well, it's kind of bright now. Maybe I have the time set unrealistically.
It's like,
well, it's summertime. Yeah, it's summertime.
I have the better time. I have lifetime. It says it's.
Let me go down.
I don't know.
Scary bears, folks. Scary bears. Good afternoon, passengers. I know you're experiencing a bit of
no, it's not.
discomfort. You booked this flight, not me. This is a Gripper Sim, and you chose to fly with Gripper Sim Airways. This is how we roll. And if you're getting sick, we'll charge you for it. The sick bags are €19.22. We also have scratch cards on board for it's charity for oh jeepers, I'm hitting the sea. We have scratch cards for charity for airplane injuries. I could add a little bit of power. So a bit more power. Now it's going to be interesting to see what happens when the fuel runs out on that tank. All I got to do is switch tanks and we start the engine. Oh, don't hit the tree, Scrubber Sim.
See.
Now I've got to read some comments whilst I'm doing this, because I can see in the corner of my eye, my peripheral vision, the thing going up. Oh, there we go. Down on map the face of the earth. Thank you. That's it. That's the way we do it. Crazy madness. Crazy madness. I bet Bob is still chilling out. Yeah, let's have a look, see how Bob's getting on. Yeah, he doesn't. Maybe he's just in shock. Oh! Did I hit the underbelly of the aircraft there for a little bit? I think I did. That's your fault, Bob. That is your fault.
You ruined the paint job again.
Did. Oh. Get back on track. Get back on track. Yeah, I hit the underbelly of the aircraft. It wasn't too much of a bang. It was more of a, you know, a big scrape. Because what did I do? I looked here instead of out front. And there you go. That's what happens. I think we got a bit of a wind here coming from the left still. And that's why, yeah, my book seems to be working out.
So what I'm gonna do now is like once I'm over the sea, I'm just gonna drop the autopilot and I let I drop it over the nose down to sea level. Let's see what happens.
Okay. Yeah. We will die together. I want to change the daylight here a little bit. I'd like to do it without stopping the sim, so I'm going to disappear now to everyone following me. I'm just going to put the day a little bit brighter so people can see what's going on, really, you know. There we go. That's a little bit better. Not a lot, but a little bit. Let's get back on track here.
So I'm cutting the
There's
power.
the red gamer.
I overspeed the airplane. The airplane doesn't like that at all.
Yeah, I'm not going fast enough. It's because I pulled up rapidly. It just killed the speed. I wonder what anyone would see us radar now if we were doing this for real.
Don't know.
I don't think so. We're going to take our first turn in a moment.
There's an airport where you have to do a touch and go there. It's not just a turn.
Yep. So we're coming up to Echo November Hotel Victor.
Yeah.
If you're joining us. I'm still on course, reasonably well. I have to get myself another camera so you can see my movements in the controls. See, it's so dull, I can't see how high I'm above the ground because it's so dark. Oh, I heard a bing bong.
You hear bing bong?
Yeah. Viper Strike 95
Oh.
has raided us with a party of 5.
Right.
Viper Strike, welcome. And your team of 5. Very welcome to the Crazy Madness. We're on the North European server. We're doing the loop that Karen created in Norway. Flying low and fast, and dangerous. And I haven't crashed yet. But I think the fuel situation is getting a bit dire. Because I foolishly forgot. I'm assuming I don't have auto select for the fuel tanks. You gotta switch from the right to the left fuel tank, and I'm on the left fuel tank, and I'm about to run out of fuel. But I'll worry about that when it happens, and I'm just curious to see, can I get myself out of it? You know, can I? Will I be able to? I don't know. Actually, where's the starter button? Let me just see what that is.
Well, the starter button is top right.
Oh, I did it again. The belly is destroyed in this aircraft. I got a fright.
Haha.
Big fright.
It's like top right next to the crash bar. There's your starter button.
There
right?
it is. Auto.
The problem is if you run out of fuel, like in a piston engine, she doesn't start straight away. It needs time to spool up and burn stuff.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how we handle it. I keep scraping the belly. I'm turning the wrong way. That was very clever. I should have thought about that. Didn't. There's another bing. Goblin Xenos has followed us.
I see the runway.
Goblin Xenos. Welcome, Goblin Xenos. We are flying low and slow in Norway, trying to evade the.
It's okay. Flying
say the
slow
Russians.
and fast. Aha.
We could say.
Okay.
I don't know.
Put the landing gear. Put the
There's
landing light on.
Butterflies.
Aha.
Let's get back on track. So yeah, I've had a few accidents. You know, it's been interesting, and every time I've had an accident, it's when I look over here at, you know, Bob.
Talk to Bob.
And that's, you know, that's when you don't have peripheral vision. That's what happens. So,
Okay.
oh yeah, of course. How are you getting on, Colonel Clink?
There's the runway. I'm on final now, somehow. And I'm just dropping my landing gear.
Oh, you're stopping at this. Are we stopping at this runway? I've gone right past it.
Touch and go. Touch and
Oh,
go, mate.
okay, I'm coming back. I'm going to do touch and go. I'm coming back.
Every airport we're doing a touch and go.
Oh, I wasn't listening.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm coming back. I'm coming back full power.
I blame the Johnson & Johnsons, like makes you all gaga in the head.
It may be. It says it makes you a little bit sleepy and a bit dopey, and I have been a bit dopey.
Right. So one stage of flaps only because we're only doing a touch and go. So it's no point of putting all the flaps down.
I'm going to do a short field landing, as short as possible.
We know.
Now we did this last time,
Yeah.
and it was quite short, like seriously short.
Yeah. No, you did good. You did really good.
I wonder what to do that in real life. I don't know. I wonder what it. Whether the sun beats down that part. It's just. Now I'm gonna fly overhead, and we're gonna. Are we good for fuel? 10 gallons left. We got five gallons left of usable fuel. Runway's off here somewhere. There's one of the Thunderflies upside down. Where is that runway? Oh, I see activity. I see activity. Do I see the runway? Do I see the runway? No, I do not.
Why not?
I do now. I do. I see it. Okay, going overhead. I'll kind of come overhead, take the power back. It's moaning about landing gear.
Yeah, it's like I think that it's very personal of the flight computer talking to me about my landing gear.
Yes, it's very rude.
Yeah.
And the way she says it is very,
it's,
you know,
it's just not on. Like, you know, I mean, seriously, like,
no, it's just not
it's not none of her business about my landing gear.
Yeah, I mean, I get that sometimes, air traffic controller. Have you got your landing gear down? I say, how rude. Dare you ask me about my landing gear?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
Losing
just-
speed in the turn. Speed is dying in the turn. Oh, I'm going too fast and I'm off centre line and it's just horrific. Once more, this is not how you do it. I mean, if there was a war on, they'd love me.
Yeah.
Because they wouldn't like me now. Okay, 100 knots is what I want. Getting on the centre line. Flaps are down. Gears down. We don't have permission to land. Can I land very 80? That seems to be responsive at 80 knots. Oh. Have we got a crosswind here? We have some sort of crosswind, folks.
If you go below 80, it's getting kind of sluggish.
There we go. Brakey, brake. Brakey, reverse thrust. There we go. I'll brake here and let's see how short we landed. Yeah! Would it do that? Would it land that short in real life? Anybody, any TBM pilots on? You know? Anyone? Lovely airport. Look at the runway is... Look at the way the runway is kind of, you know, sort of slope.
Yeah.
Like the real thing. That is a pretty cool airfield, Kern Clink. I mean, look at the scenery.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yep. Look at that scenery, folks. What a relaxing way to spend Sunday afternoon. You know, look, we go into the clouds. Oh, and the music begins. La 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 la. Did you ever watch Stairway to Heaven way back in the day?
Oh, it's
with
donkey
Michael
years ago.
Lambert.
Yeah.
And it was going like this to the clouds. La la la. I'm just stoned with the AstraZeneca virus. You know, or not. Yes, it's Johnson & Johnson. It's Johnson & Johnson's fault. So
You know, it's like, you know, if you get one of them vaccine thingy-majiggies now, like, right, and you're driving home and the guards stop you, like, you know, it's like, and they test you for drugs, like, you know, it's like, you could be in serious trouble now. They don't believe you. That's Johnson & Johnson. They're thinking it's something
Possibly.
much more sinister.
possibly.
Yeah.
If possible. I think everyone's circling overhead. Oh, here comes K. Jelson P on final for runway 26. Very nice early landing. Very nice. There's someone who's been playing Flight Sim for a little bit. There's Frozen. Frozen has just joined us on the Thunderflies. He's getting some fuel because he's wise. I, however, am not getting any fuel. And I've got about probably now 4 gallons left in that tank. So we'll see what happens after takeoff. Yeah. Here comes Daniel. Daniel is coming in. Daniel 06 Foxtrot 1 and Flying Kiwi is coming in as well. Flying Kiwi's coming in. Got his gear down. And he's just doing a flyby to see how everyone's doing. There's Red Gamer there, ready to take off. Here comes Daniel. Daniel is flying the TBM 9 as well. And he's coming in very slow. Has he got his gear down? Has he got his gear down? No? No? Maybe not. Oh, he does. Very nice, Daniel. Very nice. And he goes right for the centre line. Yeah, it does get a bit skiddy with the rudder, in all fairness. Here come the Thunderflies, folks. The Thunderflies are coming. I'll just get some eye candy views here. Get the tags away. Look at that. That looks stunning. They'll probably doing a touch and go as well, I'd say. Are they? Are they? Yes, they are. Are they? Oh, Thunderfly accident, murder, death, kill John Spartan. Oh. Well, it's very hard for them to stop those jets. I've flown it and it is quite hard. So, it's good to test, test your limits. I love that about Flight Simulator because you can do crazy stuff and you learn an awful lot about real aviation, you really do.
I think that is one of the shortest runways there as well. The one where we just was. It's like that's only about 2,400 feet or so.
Very short. Stunning scenery as well. It really is stunning. Now when we finish this, I'm going to have a look at that new aircraft that's just come out. It's not an actual full version, it's like a preview version. And you'll see it. Oh, here comes someone that flies here now. Would he make it? Ooh, he's touched down nice and early. He's on the brakes. He's on the brakes. Oh, he seems to. Who is this? I bet you that's HBCR. Oh. That's not what I intended. Backspace, I wanted. It's Ray Chandler, folks. It's Ray Chandler of the Thunderflies.
Chandler,
yeah.
Chandler from
Friends.
Chandler.
Again,
yeah.
I think, yes. Might be. Crispy Goat has just followed. Crispy Goat, 802, welcome. Welcome. I'm delighted you think it's worth your while and your time to watch our channel. Join us in the North European server in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Anytime. We're always in the North European server. 9 o'clock Irish time Sundays. That's 9 o'clock in the evening, 2100 hours. So I think I'll take off. I think we'll take off and Buttons press.
I think I think the next airfield is a wee bit easier for everybody.
Well, we'll see, because I'm going to have a problem now because brakes are off.
Well, no, I just meant the length. Like, it's about 9,000 feet.
Oh,
so
that's big, is it?
Yeah.
Oh. Let's see what happens now with the engine failure. Let us see what happens. So I'll get in course. I'm going to ignore. I'm going to go full power. I'm not going to think about it. Just react. At some point, there'll be failure. Oh, up we go. Positive rate. Gear up. We'll take a left turn, I think. Why not? Just for the fun of it. Keep climbing. Flaps up. Positive rate of climb and all that kind of stuff. We'll leave it to 10 degrees. A nice circle just to give everyone a chance. Gripper sim. Raise as in Reese. Oh, right. Reese. My apologies. I do that all the time. Reese. Yes. And you know what's going to happen, Reese? When I see you next week, I'll be going, I won't get it right. Reese Chandler. Right. I always get that wrong. All the time. I know. I do my best. I hope you can all hear me. My nice mic with the lights on it. We're climbing.
Can you dim the lights on the microphone?
No, you can just switch them off.
Oh.
But when it's off, I just said you can't hear me.
You can't be heard.
Yeah, and if I need to, you know, move around, I can just, you know, it's nice. Oh, 15 degrees gripper sim. So I'm getting beeps. We're in the cloud. I'm going to lower the nose and gather some speed. Oh, okay, there goes the engine. Right. So I'm not going to panic. So I'm going to switch fuel tanks. And of course, it's 5 seconds of, oh my god, what's going on? So I'm going to trim for best glide speed. And it's given out. So I'm going to delay a little bit. So, Bob, did you watch the match this week? No. So yeah, engine failure. I think, yeah, I'm not trimmed here. Now, the worrying thing here is, Clarence, I'm over the sea and I can't see anything. So let's change tanks, I guess. Would that be clever, folks? No, at 3,600 feet and descending. Yeah, let's switch the tank there.
Over the sea and you can't see anything. You can't hit anything.
So go to the right-hand tank. There we go. And let's kick off the engine. Let's keep the aircraft straight. Okay, I better hurry up here. I'm getting a little bit... I was a little bit cocky there. Okay, please start. It's starting. It's starting. Back on to my course. I felt very low when that happened. Engine starting up. It's taken a while. I'm not at my best glide speed at all, folks. Glide speed in this, I think it's 85 knots, if memory serves. There we go. Engine started up. So it wasn't too bad, really. You know. We've got how many gallons have we got left for the remaining flight? We've got 22 gallons for the remaining flight. And then it's into landing in the field territory. But we're going to go full power and we're going to fly low and slow. Sorry, low and fast.
So it's I think between the airfields it's about 30 or 40 miles, and you find the next airport where you can land and refuel even if need to be.
Yeah,
I think.
So who was saying there? Yeah, you can join anytime, by the way, guys, on the North European server. You'll see a big group in Norway. That's us. If you're on the, if you got Flight Sim, you can also send a friend request to Gripper Sim, and I always accept it. You know, I was going to keep it for members only, but it was too tricky. Now, speaking of members only, I've got to get some videos out for members only. You know, so I'm going to start doing those videos again, guys. I'm going to start doing. I'm going to start doing the eye candy action. You know, it's going to happen. It's going to happen. Overspeed warning. Low fuel warning. Fuel in balance warning, and auto select advisory. There we go. We're out of that. So we're going to fly low and slow here again. And I'm going to ignore the fuel now as best I can.
Oops. Oopsie.
Oh, so you look away too long. No more than 3 seconds. I think I'll stick to that rule, folks. You know, if I'm flying like this, don't look away for more than 3 seconds. See? Crispy Goat says this is how he drives his car. Yeah, it's a tough one. You know, when you go around a 90-degree bend at 100 kilometers, it's unlikely you'll make it, really, isn't it?
Well, it depends on the bend.
If it's 90 degrees, I guess.
No, you won't. Oops, there's the airfield.
Oh, there's another airfield coming up. Excellent. That's you ahead, Colonel Klink, is it?
Oh yeah, that's
everyone's way ahead of you.
The second touch and go one. It was the first one was just an added bonus. It just happened to be there.
It's a brilliant looking airfield, though. Well, I praise you for your choice of flight plan.
So where am I? So I have to get in there. It's like, oh, I'm way too fast.
Ooh, you got a
Stop
good old...
talking about my landing gear.
There goes the Thunderflies, folks. There they go.
She's talking about my landing gear again.
Oh, there's stuff streaming out of them. They got smoke. They got smoke. Is that Contrails? Is Contrails working in Flight Sim now?
Well, they say they do that, but I don't know if they have that in multiplayer yet.
Well,
but,
I just watched them there, and it looked not the best contrails I've ever seen.
Yeah.
You know when you turn harder and there's more negative pressure, which brings in colder air, and of course evaporates, and that's how you get them. So yeah, that's what I thought I saw.
Oh, that's cool. It's like like in X-Plane, I have like a version of the ME262, and that actually does contrails when you fly in it, like and you're looking out and you know the condensation over the wings and all that sort of stuff, and it just looks fantastic. But unfortunately, when you record it, there's nothing of that. That is really disappointing.
Really saddens me.
Yeah.
This is my problem with the recorder, you know. I'm going to look into it again and do some tests this week, because I can't afford to be doing the video every week, and then it's like I'm just troubleshooting. But
there's actually 2 updates there on Flight Sim 2 of the flight recorder. It's like, I don't know if you saw that and looked into it yet. I just happened to see that today. It just popped in my head while we're talking about that.
In the where?
In Flight Sim 2, it's like there's 2 updates for the flight recorder. So you might want to have a look at that if you haven't done so already.
Oh, for the flight. Yes, there is an update. Yes.
Yeah.
Why is the aircraft climbing like that? I don't want it to climb.
I do not know. Okay, so this is a really long runway. So it's probably not even bars are putting flaps in. Anyway, do it anyway.
Oh, autopilot's trying to kill me. Jeez. Oh, autopilot, damn you, sir. Autopilot's down. Oh, autopilot silences me. That's death. That was death. Death happened, and it's trimmed all the way nose down now for some reason. Death happened.
I'm really pleased with the live weather and the live time. Like, you know, it's like it's not really dark, and it should be.
Crispy Goat says I skipped like a stone, so everything's fine. Nothing bad happened.
Skip the water surface.
I skipped like a coin off the water like a stone. Why is autopilot? Is it having a malfunction? Is it having a meltdown?
I don't know.
Autopilot. Where's Nav? Nav's on. But I want 100 feet, and it's giving me 160 feet.
Is Bob playing with the knobs again?
That's usually Norman. I don't know what Bob's doing. It's going to crash now again. Yeah, that's very clever. I asked for 100 feet, and it didn't give me, I'll give it 200 feet then. Let's see how it works with that. Autopilot on again. Maybe I have to ease it in, the autopilot. Now we're at 190 feet. Have I got something not set up?
I don't know. We have the vertical speed up set up to something ridiculous.
Yeah, as usual. Now I've selected 100 feet. I can't go any lower than 100 feet. So it's working now for some reason. There we go.
So I'm on the right glide path here. Ooh, the puppies are working and everything. I just have to drag her in. Happy days.
100 feet. It's just too high, I find, folks. You should fly with live time. Yeah, but it's going to be... What time is it in Norway now, I think?
That should be about 11 o'clock in 11 o'clock local time in Norway, I think.
Really?
Yeah, it's there 1 hour ahead of us.
Oh, 2200 or so.
Yeah.
2300 hours.
2300 hours, yeah.
Well, there you go. There's 2300 hours, folks. That's what it looks like.
Yeah, it looks lovely. Like I have it on live time, and it's like it's a mixture of amber clouds and sort of pastel-looking clouds. It's nice. It's really, really cool.
Oh, we got a KLM. We got KLM with us, folks.
Oh,
that's Yellow Shelf. Yellow Shelf, welcome. He is in what looks like KLM Airbus. Oh, grip sim, no crash. Oh, that was close. Did you see that? Oh.
So right.
Danger mouse.
There's snow on the trees here. Oh,
I can see it in the distance.
That's fantastic.
That looks pretty good. Who's behind us? We've got Johnny F73 off to our right. Flying Kiwis here. I'm just trying to read while I wait till we get to the airport. Can't see their names.
This is
all pumped up.
This is fantastic.
So those of you who just joined us, we're going to have a look at something new after this section of the show. And we're not far off. We've got we're halfway there at least. There's probably more.
Yeah. So it's like you should come up at Bangka. Is it Bangka? Bangka. And it should be. Hang on a second. Echo November Alpha.
Okay.
And from there we go into Alto. And that is Echo November Alpha Tango. And then we back where we start.
Excellent. It's a very nice trip.
Yeah, and it's like, and like looking over here, like, you know, it's like I have snow, frost, and snow, like, and everything. It's fantastic.
Oh, brilliant. I can't wait to get there now. Thunderflies are behind us. I just see, it looks like it's one light. It's actually about 4 or 5. 4 or 5 flyers. We have Yellow Shot in the big aircraft. Paige Else is coming up top above us. And we're flying along at breakneck speed. Let's have a look and see. There. I better make sure I don't crash the hill. See what happens to me. I'm looking at stuff. There is the Thunderflies, folks, flying low and fast.
Okay, now I'm getting worried about today. Like, you know, it's like flight computer talks about me landing gear, like, you know, and now the ATC tells me to squawk, like, you know, like, seriously.
Oh, Thunderflies just passed me out there. Oh, there's a man coming up for me. Oh, it's not. That wasn't me. There they are up ahead. They're above us here now, Thunderflies. What? Oh, obviously I just went right off that mountain there. That little island, should I say, not mountain. But I survived. I didn't die. There's Flying Kiwi, just flying underneath me. Happy days. Will we make it to this airport? Yes, we will. I wonder what I do. I'll do a quick...
Just to give you some info, like on the next link from this airport to Alto, it's actually, you get into a nice layer of clouds. You have bottom layer, top layer, you see the ground, like, you know, it's like really freakishly outlandish looking, absolutely fantastic.
Switching to manual, autopilot off. Yeah, that's, I can see the snow now. Coming up, going down to 50 feet. Staying on course. 50-ish, maybe less. It wants us to turn now. Oh yeah, okay, the runway's off. The runway is off. Should be dead ahead, I think. Just get above this little hill. Closest airport, Echo November Alpha, Daniel says. Any sign of Discord says... Actually, I do have a Discord. And there is a Discord there, Davo. I need to get that going, and I know I keep saying I'll get the Discord going. But I wanted to get the graphics and stuff, and... See, I moved house quite some time ago. It still goes on. It goes on and on and on and on and on when you move house. Do you know what the days kind of think when you move from apartment you're renting? You move apartment to apartment, and
Yeah.
it's just, you know, you don't have much stuff. You just seem to handle it better, I don't know.
It's like just a suitcase.
So, I know the bits and pieces I'm doing as well. So, taking power off. I'm not going to load the landing gear. I'm going to lose all the speed in the turn. And my control column sitting in the mic, that's why you hear that sound. So, lots of speed dying in the turn. Pulling a few G's for the passengers. And, of course, for our friend Bob. G's, big G's.
So what does it say? How far am I away from Alto? About 16 miles. So that's going to be interesting. So I have to break through the clouds, and I see nothing. Haha. But I see a wee bit of snow-top hills.
Go too fast, folks. Go too fast. Crazy maneuvers. Absolutely insane maneuvers, Colonel Clink. I should be ashamed of myself. Oh, lots of trimming required now.
Oh.
Lots of trimming. Yeah, I think they'd like me in a war. Do you know? Not the way I'm flying it now. 80 knots seems just about sufficient. I'm going to try and land it short. Or 70 knots now, Matt. So I'm going to try. I need to come. I'm going to ignore the puppies, feet and pedals. I'm actually too high for what I want to do. I want to land right on the beginning of the runway without hitting the lights.
No,
Just
this
see.
is
There goes the Fireflies.
this is actually the longest runway which
Here we
they
go.
have on this
Push
trip.
forward, push forward, push forward, push forward. And I'm off the central line. I don't know do that in real life. Do you know? Off the centre line, not so good. Here comes Cooper Hat. Welcome, Cooper Hat. Cooper Hat's coming to TBM. Cooper Hat's joined us, folks. And a very nice landing back, much better than mine. I feel. Yellow Shelf is coming back in the Airbus, or is that the? Oh no, he's on the Dreamliner.
Is it?
He's on the Dreamliner. He bounced a little bit there. Looks good so far. He's got reverse in, and he's going to make it easy. Nice one, Yellow Shelf. Who else have we got? We missed Daniel. We missed the Doctor. Flying King. We missed as well. Johnny F73 is coming in now as well. He is in the jet. There we go. We also have.
I better slow down here.
We have quite a few landings coming up, folks. And don't forget, we're going to have a look at something new that I haven't seen myself yet. All I did was install it.
Oh bugger! I see the runway and I'm in clouds.
That's shocking. Lovely view though. Here comes Snapple. Oh, Snapple's back! Hooray! There's Snapple. Snapple's coming in as TBM. Very nice landing. Very nice. We also have more Thunderflies coming in. Oh no, that's Deep Future with Skyhawk coming in to land. I'm going to stick it here in the runway. Stay where I am. The Thunderflies are... Have I missed one? There's Navman. Navman's at the beginning of the runway now, waiting to go. He's just stopped his engine. I like the approach to this one, that kind of weird, you know, that kind of approach, the kind of islandy jutting out thing with the lights on it. That looks pretty good. Here come the Thunderflies. Here's the Thunderflies. Are they going to do a touch and go? I hope so, because they're going to take off straight after this. Well, I'll wait for the Thunderflies, of course. Look at that scale there.
Don't forget to top up your fuel though.
Never. Nonsense. Look at that. They even land in coordination. Look at that. The Thunderflies, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like they're going again. Yeah, they're going again, so that means I can go straight away. Brilliant. So I don't want to, you know, leave them behind. Nice on Thunderflies. And they're going to take the gear up at the same time, I bet. They are. If I can keep my camera still. That is a nice photo. I streamed randomly this week, folks. And I got a great screenshot. I was flying the Airbus. And they were escorting me. And I couldn't figure out how to... I thought it was just print screen control. It's not. It's... I think it's Alt print screen. Or it's Windows keys print screen. I didn't get my screenshot. I was very upset. Let's reset position and go.
Yeah, so I'm just about to do my touch and go in Alto, and then I'm gonna be on the last leg.
Oh, great. I'll pop into the cockpit here. Yeah, last leg. Let's see how this goes. I have 2 gallons left. Oh god, let's see what happens. You know,
2 gallons.
2 gallons breaks off. Yeah, well, you know, will I? You know, we'll see what happens. Will I make it? Will I survive? Will I crash? You'll be the judge, folks. Lots of left rudder here for me. You know. Oh, we're up already. Good, good, good. Positive rate of climb. Gear up. Now, I'd say in this, you'd only take the gear up when you've unusable runway left. And we do have usable runway, but, you know. Flaps are coming up. That's good. I want to take a turn here. Yeah, this way. Take my turn.
So,
have I got 15 degrees? No, I have 25 degrees. That was... See, that's... Because I'm so far away from the cockpit there with the zoom. That's terrible. I'm getting a beeping sound here because of my engine temperature and it's not trimmed properly. Trimming now for 15 degrees. You can't feel it in the flight simulator.
No.
Can't feel the actual. No peripheral vision. IGT still too high. Yeah, well, you know, I don't know what to tell you. So yeah, trim gripper, sim. I don't know. There's not much to tell you, folks. There we go. 15 degrees. Hands off. Fingertips. It's very sensitive in the flight simulators. It always is. And I'm wondering, will we make it to the next leg? This is the final leg, is it?
No.
There's one more. Okay.
Yeah.
So 3,000 feet. We're going to run out of fuel imminently. We're going to run out of fuel imminently. I would like it as a surprise. I don't think they have any random faults to this yet, Colonel Clink. You know when you say fail the engine randomly,
Well,
it's either like 6 minutes or 10 minutes after.
There's an option to do some of the stuff, but I don't think it works right. It's just, you know, down to the point when you set some failures, and it doesn't start the engine up. Just
Yeah, I'm sure that's pretty down on their list at the moment.
yeah.
Oh, there goes the engine. Now, will I turn around, folks? Vote. Will I turn around? See if I can make the airfield. 6,200 feet. What do you say? Let's turn around. Best glide speed, I think, was 85 knots. I think. Was it 85 knots best glide speed, Colonel Clink? I don't know. I just guess.
It's around 80 knots. What's stalled speed? Stalled speed is about 60 knots, no?
Do you know, that's a good point. I never even looked in this one. So it's maybe 70.
Stalled speed is about 60. That's probably 70 to 80 knots.
Okay, let's zoom in then. We're going to come back very quickly though. There is the runway there. We're on kind of a base leg. And we're actually, if I know the nose here, look. Oh, okay. Let's just keep, I'm lowering the nose to look, I know, because you can't put your head up. There's 100 knots, so usually be like restart and all that kind of stuff. Let's switch off the fuel. And let's, is that the runway there? Oh, we've plenty of time to go, folks. Look, there's the runway there. Easy. Glide approach to the TBM. It's still time to stuff this up. I'm not at my best glide speed. I'm going for 85 knots. And I've wasted a ton of height by doing that. Just harder to trim the simulator, that's all. So I can see the runway. Are we fighting a headwind? Oh, God. Let's see how this goes. Is there any way I can reduce the drag? I can feather the prop on this, which is great. Yes, that would make a lot of sense. And I look at the comments now. People are going to be going, feather the prop.
Don't pull it all the way down though, because that is the engine shut off, and that does. I know. It's
just down a bit, over to the right.
Just above where the red bit is.
Yeah, that's what I've done there now. So we're overhead, and we've got tons. So we're going to go overhead now. We're going to take a left downwind. I'm aware of the landing gear. I am kind of aware of the landing gear. See, in real life you could pop your head over and have a look. So, emergency, folks. I'm sure there's other stuff we should be shutting off. But I haven't read the checklist. Start her off. Let's keep an eye on the flying, shall we? So I got loads of altitude, I think. But things can still go wrong. You know, you lower the landing gear too soon. You know, the flaps too soon. I'm not quite... Well, I don't want my 80 knots. I don't want my best glide speed anymore. I don't need it so much. So what I'm doing is going to aim for the middle of the runway. Not the beginning. Or not the end. The middle. It's a very big runway. Place your bets, folks. Place your bets. She's not going to stop going on about the landing gear, is she? So I'm going to come high on purpose. You can do nothing about flying too slow, but you can slow it down, you know. I can just make out the runway here. So we're coming on base there now. I'm not too concerned about the best glide speed anymore. So we're way high now, so I think we can start lowering stuff. Putting stuff out. And I might have to do some S-turns, which I'll be happy with. Look at the way the cloud dissipates there. Wow. Let's get some flaps down. There we go. We're going to make it. 100%. Let's do some S-turns to slow it down. So we've got height and we've got speed. I don't want it to... The reason, by the way, I'm doing S-turns is because I'm too high for what I want. So we're in 120 knots now almost. That's because that stall went over because I was putting too many G's. There we go. Well, that's nice. Okay, I keep doing S-turns. I want to land in the middle of the runway. Okay, fair enough, ski. Very terrifying for the passengers. Don't care about them. Gears down. Flaps are now all down. We've gotten our speed back to 80 knots now. And there we go. But you see, I don't want to... The worst thing would be to be too high and then run out of runway. So this aircraft really seems to be very, very slippery. Oh. Easy on the old turns there, Gripper Sim. So because it's such a big runway, I don't have to do much. Now we're getting low. Now we're getting low. There we go, that's enough. Better to be too high than too low, eh, Karen Clink?
Absolutely. You can always lose altitude, you never gain it.
Yep. Who's that there? That is the Red Gamer. We'll make it a nice... Oh, there's the... is that the KLM again? There we go. Brakey, brakey, brake, brake. There's the nose wheel, and happy days. Let's put on the brakes, get some fuel, and take off. Now, lads, we're going to do something for the last leg, okay? So I'm going to give myself some fuel. Not an issue anymore, but we want a big payload. We want to be seriously heavy. Let's say we've got lots of fat people. Extraordinarily fat people.
Oh, sumo wrestlers.
Sumo wrestlers. So we're seriously heavy now, folks. We're like...
Yeah.
We're like way overweight. Way overweight. Are we going to make it off the end of this runway as we are? So, we're pathetically overweight. Let me start the engine again there, seeing as we have fuel and all. I'm going to tell you what we're going to do. We're going to simulate what happens. We're going to simulate what happens while the engine's starting. When you don't use all the runway, I don't think we're going to make it. I'm going to use all the runway. I couldn't, in good conscience, take off from there because they're so heavy. Let's see what happens when we use the whole runway. Okay, so I'm going to go back in. Let's just use most of the runway, but not all of it. Right there, right? There we come. Are we starting, folks? Are we starting? What's going on here? Ignition's not on. Did I switch something off? Oh, I got myself into a muddle. No, we're good. No, we're not. What has one not done? Ignition. I thought I switched on the ignition there. What should I be pressing for the ignition? I thought I had that on. Oh, I did. Control E. I just don't have time for the moment. Oh, couldn't see where's the button. Okay, it was the... Right. Now, so, we're very, very fat. Where was I? We're very, very heavy. Maybe a little bit more weight. Let's, so the total max takeoff weight is, I think, 7.3. So we're 7.9. So let's add even more weight. Now, yeah. Now we are, I want to be 1,000 pounds overweight. Let's say we got gold bars on board, folks. Okay, it's about 1,000, so roughly. Okay, let's see how that gives us. You'll also see, you'll also notice, I think it would show up on the compression on the wheels, on the landing gear. So are we going to make it? I don't think so. Yeah, it does quite a bit. Look, it's the oleo's all used up. Okay, let's not flip-flop around anymore. Overweight, take off, full power, brakes off. We got enough. Oh, the rear center. Oh, right. Yes, of course. Yes, silly me. So, yeah. So it's happening here. Damn you. It's happening here, if I can get the damn... Let's take the power off. Can't get the picture for you. See, what's happening here is we've got a rearward center of gravity. Hence, the nose goes up straight away. Dunk. So yeah, that can't happen. So let's put some more weight in the front. Yeah, that has happened before. We'll put that to 2. And we put him to 6. And will that fix it? Go on. Hey, okay, let's try this. Right, we've got seriously rearward center of gravity. I have to apply lots of forward pressure. Will I have enough trim? So we're seriously overweight. Yeah. Now let's see if we can take off. Trimming forward. Okay, I kind of have it under control. I trimmed forward a great deal. Look at our speed. Look how slow it takes us to build up speed now. 60 knots, running out of runway, all very scary. 70 knots, running out of runway. Yeah, because we wanted to bring all the family and their friends and their tennis partners cleaners on this flight. 84 knots, struggling to get to 85. I'm going to take the... I don't know, should I have any flaps? Struggling to get some speed up. Oh, don't be used to rudders. 88 knots.
You don't have the flaps all the way down, no?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Because if you're 85 knots and you don't have the flaps all the way down, you should come up.
Yeah, I had them all the way down. I thought I took them up to 10. And I looked and I said, no, I took them up to 10 degrees. I'm sure of it. I'm barely climbing. Did we get away with it, folks? Kind of. Sort of. But it's flying very sluggishly. Let's get back on course.
We have the landing gear.
Landing gear's coming up now.
We have the flaps.
We're going to wait for the flaps to come up. Panic stations. Panic stations. So I wonder how much we can fly with. I wonder how much much. Now our climb performance is going to be reduced. Just give it out about the temperature. Okay, fine.
But
Now I tell you what, I'm going to put an autopilot.
I'm here now where we started, and I'm not judging you at all when you're coming into land. Not at all.
Judge away by the way I'm doing this. Bloody hell. Flying with the mouse. Right, there's my altitude sorted out. Nav should be on. Why are you descending, autopilot? Why do you want to descend? Vertical speed. I think I should have that on first. I think that would be wise. There we go. Now, as we go, we're going to add... I'm going to add more weight and see what we can carry. For the devilment of it. And then we're going to have a look at our surprise. Oh, there's one more runway to do a touch and go on. So let's see how that goes. So let's go to our weight again. And add it. Let's put pilot 600. Because, you know, that's the way I roll. And do bit by bit. Oh, lovely view. Look at that. We're just a few hundred feet above. Oh, burp. The snow. The snow. I think I should climb up a little bit more, right? Because, you know, I want to play with the weight now. There goes the Thunderflies again. Now we're climbing a bit, up to 3,800 feet. And we're good. Now, let's add some more weight. So we're going to keep adding weight until we can barely fly. Front packs. 4, 5, 6. And you, my friend, will be 6. Yeah, you'll be 6. Because we got gold bars, you know, and stuff on board now. And... still flying, but a higher nose attitude. Much higher nose attitude. Will we make it? Oh, big cloud coming up, folks. Big cloud. Sorry, Karen Click, I can't hear you.
I say it's actually really lovely in that cloud.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We are flying along. Yellow Shelf is right beside us on the 777, I think somebody said it was. I love the way when you're in cloud, folks, right? If you pull away, you know, I remember the old flight simulators when you're in cloud, the aircraft sticks out like it's not in cloud, but they fade away. You know? They just kind of gently fade away. There we're coming out of cloud there now. Stunning. Absolutely stunning. Nice views. Nah, it's 787. Looks like a 777 to me initially, Oisk says. There goes the Thunderflies. Whoa, hey! Go Thunderflies! So, I'll get my picture out of the way just so I can enjoy the eye candy. Just for a little bit. You know, I just disappear. Oh. I'm gone. So, now that we've got tons of weight on board, I have a barrel load of power on, and we're 220 knots. So we can still manage it. So let's put more weight on. We're really going to top up this weight here now. So, more weight. Let's add another 8 for me. I had McDonald's. The co-pilot had McDonald's. The front left packs had McDonald's, and the other guy, I don't know, he's eating Pringles, let's say. It's still handling it. Can it be true? I'm really going overboard here. So we're seriously overloaded here. We're at 11,000 pounds almost, and our maximum is 7,394 pounds.
Now, here's a question. Like, you know, what is the actual maximum landing weight?
I think it's the same. Well, yeah, does it say?
I don't know.
We should really be slowing down now. Well, we're in flight, so we're in momentum, so, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it becomes interesting when you like when flying slow, trying to land, you know, that sort of stuff.
Well, we're gonna find out now.
Yeah.
Before we come in, I'm going to gain some height or some altitude, and we're going to see what it gives us. Now, autopilot off. Let's do some climbing. So let's climb up. I've got close to full power. I've just got the power on so we don't get overheated engines. Oh, here's the runway coming up now.
Turbo just landed. Yeah.
Now, I would say, I'm right in saying, the stall speed has increased dramatically.
I would say so.
So what's going to happen? We're going to have to come in very, very fast. And if it works for us, we're going to, I'm going to add more weight for the last leg.
Well, it's like I can't remember like now how long the runway, but it's going to be an interesting touch and go.
Well, I'm going to go overhead the runway, so I'm slightly coming down now. Runway in sight. There's the lights, and we're going to zoom in a little bit. I'm just going to cheat a little bit, just to... Well, it's not cheating. I feel like it's cheating having a GPS. I don't like having them in Ireland. You can't fly with a GPS, you're not worth a shite. Well, I can fly without a GPS, so yeah. I'm cheating today. Okay, very high, so... Let's see how slow we can go. Whilst we go overhead.
I think when you arrive at the airfield, it's like from the direction you're coming, it should be like a sharp right turn into the airfield.
I'm just going to come overhead for a right downwind for the northerly runway.
Yeah.
I haven't checked the wind. There's no wind arrow here yet. Or is there one that I can activate? Weather radar controls. No. So coming down fast enough, I can tell you that much. Overhead now. Very dark. Very ominous. Where is that white bar? I don't think it'll I expect the stall warner to go off very early. That's what I expect. Plus like the runway now, great. There is the KLM coming in. They're coming down. I know, I haven't checked my speeds. I know. I'm going to concentrate on the Airbus folks. And when I nail that, I'll stream that randomly during the week. If I could just lower my head and look, that would be great. Maybe if I lift the wing. No, I can see it now. That looks like downwind now. So we're turning for base. How are you getting on, Bob? Oh, he doesn't want to talk. Okay, fine. He's just not happy with me today. Bob is not impressed. I'm concentrating a little bit more now then. Oh, there goes Thunderflies. Woohoo! Yeah, don't be climbing. Don't be climbing. Okay. No. No. Oh, the storm water's going off at 150 knots in the turn, and it's a 30 degree turn. Okay, look, I know that's bad. It's not the best approach, I have to admit. I'm going to do circle. Circle to land. Circle to land. Not circle to land, but yeah. See, it's stalling now at 128 knots at almost 40 degrees. No, yeah, it's very twitchy. Keeping it on the edge. If I can come down, that would be nice. There we go. We'll just take a nice turn onto it. We call this a military approach. You know? A military approach will do. I'm back. Now, final stage of flaps. Very unorganized approach, but that's not the point. The point is to see how long it's going to take to stop. No, it's not stalling now at all. It should be kind of having problems, I'd imagine. I would imagine so, you know? A bit of snow on the runway. There goes the Thunderflies. Oh, very nice by the Thunderflies. Reverse thrust already. Brakey, brakey, brake, brake. Yeah, I don't know. It stopped a little bit longer. Ah, yeah, there's the... Yeah. That's called, a seriously weird center of gravity, folks.
Why, what happened?
Well, I'm just sitting here. Oh, sorry, I hit the mic there. I'm sitting on the runway. Where's my camera gone? I'm back. Why will my camera work?
You have a wee bit of too much aft CG.
Yep. Why? Oh, the controller, Xbox controller came out, the actual lead. Take a second and we can have a look around. That causes havoc, of course, when I plug in the controller and it plugs out, and it saddens me. Oh, yeah. So now the computer has to kind of, it's like I gave it a big slap. So that's a little bit displeasing. I hope it doesn't crash just because my Xbox controller became disconnected. It has happened before, and it bothers me. There's always something that goes wrong in a stream like this. It's copped on now. Have I got my camera back? No. It'll happen. Oh yeah, there we go. Now, there we go. We're at CFG. So, yeah, I don't think it will behave and stop so soon. I kind of stop really early, nice and early. So I'm saddened by that. So let's add some more weight. And finish our final leg. Let's put some more weight up the front. And see. So, good old piloty booze is now 1,200 pounds. The co-pilot is 1,500 pounds. Front pass is 1,100 pounds. So we're now, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 5,000 pounds overweight. Oh, come on, it can't take off like that, can it? So the that's the new TBN tail dragger, says Mal John Wales. Or is it Mounted John Wales? The feature says, wow, there's ice in the sea. Good evening from Liverpool, says Kingsman. Greetings, Kingsman. We're in a very awkward, unusual position, and I have an unusual attitude with me today. So I'm going to add full power and see if I can take off. Let's check the flaps. They are only 1 degree, 1 stage down this time. And at full power. Shove the nose forward. Get a better view. Yeah, it's having a little bit more difficulty this time. Maybe if I trim nose forward. Go on, we're gonna force it off. Yeah, no, it's not gonna. If I just get the nose down. Okay, fine, brakes off. Oh, that works. That works. Bit of brakes. There we go. Yeah. Oh, if I can toy with the brakes, we can get this off the ground. We can get this happening. It's moving very slowly. Now this is more like it. This is a seriously overloaded aircraft. We're gaining speed. I'm trimming all the way nose forward with my control column. And yeah, so we're 50 knots now, ladies and gentlemen. 50 knots. We're running at a runway thick and fast. And I'm frightened. Oh, very touchery in the rudder. It's very twitchy. 70 knots. Oh, this is not going to go well. I can't even steer. Maybe I have too much downforce on the... I can't control it, folks. Come on, just keep it still, Gripperson. Use the force. Where's Yoda when you need him? Yeah, at the end of the runway. Pulling back now. No. 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 Into the sea. Crashy, crashy, crash, crash. Okay, right, fine, that's okay. Yeah, why won't my slew work? Problems with the controller, folks. It's glitching because I can't get the... brilliant. Yeah, that's not going to happen, is it? I'm hitting the Y button for slew, and I'm trying to get the Xbox controller to do what it's supposed to do, and it's having a conniption. It's just having a conniption now all of a sudden. We'll take a little bit of weight off this time. We'll take a little bit of weight off the front. Sorry, Colonel Clink?
Must be too heavy for the slew button.
Yeah, I mean, this has never happened before. It's always something new. Always something new that goes wrong on the Gripperson stream. Now it won't. Oh, now it's kicked in. Slew's kicked in. Right, so we're going to do that one more time. And we're going to... Am I boring you folks with this, or is this fun? Is this fun, or is it boring? Because I can stop this madness now. Let's use all the runway this time, guys. Right, there we go. Now, right seriously at the beginning. Right. Oh, it's too sensitive on the slew. Too sensitive. Yeah, okay, there we go. Interesting. Right. Now, power back, please. And let's change the weights. Let me know if this is boring you. Okay, now. So, we've established that 12,600 pounds is not going to fly. So let's push rear down to 5 here, and rear down to 5, and let's see how that works. Good bar. Brakes were on, brakes are now off. Okay, we're kind of going somewhere now. I have the flaps set. Now we're getting some sort of acceleration. I think I took almost 1,000 pounds off there. The rudders are frighteningly sensitive. I'm going to push forward and stick a bit. Maybe it's the nose wheel. Not, you know, it's not hitting the ground. It's not, you know, it's not enough friction on the ground. 70 knots now. The rudder pedals are pathetically sensitive. we're going 75. I just want 90 knots will do. Very difficult on the pedals. Very difficult. I'm taking off my gold bars and that's it. I'm not accelerating anymore now. Take the flaps up. It's nonsense. Flaps are just causing drag. Give me another few knots. Give me another few knots. Oh god, I'm getting off the ground. And pitching. Go on. Yeah. Are we gonna go? No. No. Death happened again. Death happened again, folks. And of course the controller's gone crazy again. I think we're almost there. Just a few more, maybe another £1,000 off, and we get it then. You reckon? Back to the end of the runway. We'll take another £1,000 off. Let me get out of here. Sorry, Carden Clink.
It says there's more McDonald's for you, that is.
I think so.
It's gonna be.
Okay,
It's gonna
brakes.
be rice cakes and toast leaves.
Rice cakes. I'm taking another £1,000 off now. So let's take. It's not forward center of gravity. I don't know what's going on here. Is it this one here? So what's the story with this weird stuff going on? That's £300 off. That's £600 off. That's almost 1,000 now. Okay, that's about £1,000 off. Are we going to make it? Place your bets. Place your bets. Now, let's try again. Full power. Brakes off. Check those damn flaps again. And they're up. I'm leaving them up this time. They just caused me... They're just a pain. There go the Thunderflies. Let's get the screen ready for eye candy. Oh, they did another star there. Rudder's very sensitive again. Building speed. Looks like the speed is a little bit better now. Rudders are frighteningly sensitive. Really seriously sensitive. 60 knots now. Going up to 70. It wouldn't go past 75. Oh, the rudders are slowing me down, you see. Oh, if I could just keep my feet just perfectly still. See, it's just bizarre. With the rudders. 84 knots. See, when it goes like this, it's all hell breaks. 87. 90 knots. I'm going to lift up. I want to get in the air even a little bit. Come on, up we go. Oh, trim up, trim nose up. Desperate. 100 knots. We're off the ground. I can barely keep it off the ground. Gear up. I'm coming back down now. I can barely keep it up. Oh my god. I'm slowly accelerating. I wouldn't dare turn now. 122 knots. Feet off the pedals. Trimming nose up because I may need that authority later. So we're off the ground. Yeah. So that's dodgy. We're at full maximum power. Just take a little bit of power back to save the engines. And we've gone. We've got to turn all the way on course, don't we? So we got to come down the other way. So yes, I wouldn't dare turn. See if I turn now. Too much. That's 45 degrees. That's crazy. But it's barely. We're getting 600, 700 feet a minute. Yeah, 8. So yeah, that was a bit dodgy. Anyway, we're on our way. Colonel Clegg, sorry to hold you.
Oh, don't worry. Like I had coffee, I had Burger King.
You never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to happen.
It's like it's it's not bad at all. It's like get a bed in the airport hotel. Sitting in the airport bar now.
We're on our last legs.
Davo is here. He's drinking heavily.
Is he drinking Avgas or 7-Up?
No, I think it's Jet A.
Jet A1. It's very strong stuff.
I know.
It really is very strong stuff.
this fucking diesel, I tell you.
Damn. It's hard to fly with a mouse. Come on. Vertical speed, please. Come on. Now, if it stops quite early here, I think now, when we came in to land over our weight there, it stopped kind of early. It stopped quite soon. It really did. So, but we're 188 knots now, and we're almost full power. You know, we're just a Madden power now at my left hand. So it does act quite well. Does it? I don't know. I haven't flown with these, but you know, it's interesting. Let's have a read of the comments.
I actually wonder how accurate any CG limitations are actually simulated. I find it hard to believe that Da said to Microsoft, "Oh yeah, no, that is grand. Like, you know, you can overload like our TBM whatever which way you want. Like, you know, there's no problem at all. Nothing bad is gonna happen." I wonder how much guesswork is in there.
It's happened. I mean, these aircraft, cargo aircraft, you see it on YouTube. They loaded up too much rearward center of gravity, and it's on the ramp, and it just goes doink.
Yeah.
And so there, everyone takes pictures and stuff, and the aircraft behaves very differently. So when I had a rearward center of gravity on takeoff, you saw the nose just went doing. So I added power and forced the nose down. That's the propeller putting a downforce to the tail. That's why I was able to then put the nose down and try and take off. But then, of course, when you got a rearward center of gravity, it's very twitchy in pitch, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, but I don't get to feel that in a real aircraft because we never go out of limits.
No.
So you don't get to feel it.
And it's
you
good
would in a
thing
big jet, though.
It's like it's actually very easy to test on a Cessna. If you have too much rear CG.
Yes, people in the back seat in a 172.
Yeah.
A very different flight.
Oh yeah.
Done it. And within limits. And you find yourself applying forward pressure and trimming forward a great deal.
Yeah.
Let's have a read the comments here. If you drag open the fuel screen to the right, it will open the center of gravity and you can adjust the balance. Oh, great. So if you open the fuel screen to the right, it will open. Where's that? Oh, here we go. No. Where's that comment gone? Fuel screen right, it'll open center. The line. The line? The right side of the box. Defeature's just telling me what the boys are saying. To the right side of the box.
Yeah.
Where is that center of gravity? Is there a button you press?
Don't know.
Grab the line. Click and drag.
It's like the box doesn't show everything. There's like sort of an arrow to the left and right and top and bottom, and you can make the box basically bigger.
Yeah.
And it's like and then you get like sort of center of gravity yokel.
No, I can't see it.
Okay.
Damn it. I want to see it, and we're going to keep trying to see it. So I've minimized everything. Like you're resizing the window. Grab the right-hand edge of the box. Of which box?
This is the actual.
Ah, sorry. Just make the window bigger.
Yeah.
I see it now. Okay. Thank you very much, guys. That's Goodwin77 and Deep Future helped me out there, Mojo. So I see that there. Yeah, so we're actually... The central gravity is kind of... It's on the aft limit there. Brilliant. Excellent. Thank you for that, guys. Yay, they are saying. While I crash into a mountain.
Listen, if you open up the fuel window, does it not go into active pause?
I don't think so. No, it doesn't, because I can see behind it and I'm still flying.
Oh,
and
okay.
I can still see people lying around. So there we go. So CFG position. Does that adjust all the weights and everything now? I'll have to look into that. There's a more forward center. There's a rearward center. I better stop this before we crash into that mountain. Do I have to do that every time? There we go, I just barely made it over the hill. Right, so after this we're going to come in land. It's going to be a long landing because we're so heavy. It's going to be very hard to control. And it's going to be crazy. After this, we get in here, we're going to have a look at the surprise I'm talking about. It's new aircraft coming out. Some people are guessing what it is. This went on a little bit longer than I thought, by the way, this bit here. Oh, I keep hitting my mic. Sorry, Colonel Clink, you were about to say something?
Yeah, so it's not too bad now when you're coming in for landing. Like, there's water on either side of the end of the runway, so you're definitely going to have a soft landing.
Oh, this is one more. Oh, this is the last one. Okay, great.
Yeah.
We're coming in. We're coming in, folks. This is one of our... For this section, last landing, then we're going to have a look at something else. I think we should do... I have a quick chat about it. It's the first time I've seen it. I haven't even... I've installed it. Literally, when I was talking to Colonel Clink in the stream, I installed it, but I haven't even opened it yet. It's not the full version at all. So there's going to be bugs in it. There's supposed to be... when you release stuff early like that, just for, you know, we'll have a look. I'll tell you about it then, which is going to be soon. In fact, we do it in this airport. We'll do a circuit in it. What time is it now? We are on for 2 hours, Colonel Clink. Time flies.
Yeah.
Time flies. Go with it. Biggie Chili says, I was right. You're right next to my hometown where I grew up. How cool is that? Biggie Chili, that's great. So you're Norwegian. Taking off the autopilot. Let's get up for straight and approach here, and let's start using altitude. And let's do a proper approach this time. None of my nonsense. We're on a base now. We're going to be in a long base.
It's like we're not judging here. We're not recording this landing, so you're safe.
I know what's going to happen here. I won't be able to control the landing with the rudders.
Never mind the 41,000 people
what I'm going to do is I'm not going to touch the rudders. Well, I'm going to try not to touch them. I'm going to try and keep it as straight as possible. So we're seriously overweight, folks. What is the gear down speed on this thing? It's very slippery. Put 10 degrees of flaps down, I'm sure it's... No, it's not. It's a wide arc.
I think the gear down speed is around about 140 knots.
Yeah.
And that's just an educated guess.
I'm doing S-turns again. With these type of aircraft, you should do approaches miles. You gotta get it set up miles out, like really seriously far out. Would you stop with your landing gear nonsense? It's very. It just doesn't slow down. Oops, sorry, folks. You're hearing the noise in the mic. It just doesn't want to slow down.
It's the extra weight, like, you know, gravity. You know, gets you every time.
Put 10 degrees down anyway. Too high, and it's just shocking. That's what happens when you're chit-chatting away and not paying attention to what's going on. It happens all the time in the real world, you know. I'll do a right-hand orbit here. It happens all the time. I would say, no doubt. So we're going to lose. Now we're getting the speed down. So now I can start descending. And we're frightening the passengers. We're 45 degrees, which is quite steep for someone who's never been in a 45 degree turn before. 150 knots. Gear down. There we go. My side techs are working.
Cool.
For some reason. I mean, the last couple of streams, they'd be on or off. Mind you, the whole sim was crashing, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It just kept crashing on us, folks. It was the livery bug. I think they fixed that, haven't they?
Yeah, I think they have fixed it. There was a patch for the patch or something. There was the update, there was a patch, and I think there was a patch for the patch.
There we go. That's a bit more like it. So gears down. Final stage of flap is down. I'll get steady on the center line here now. And we're coming down to... Oh, we'll make it 80 knots approach, will we? 80 knots. So I'll go for 80 knots. I liked 70 though. But let's go 80 just to be safe. Because we're so heavy, actually. Let's go a little bit faster. I want to see if it stalls early. You know, would it not stall, you know, a lot sooner? It's saying the stall speed here is 65 knots if I'm reading the tape correctly. So if it doesn't stall... Okay, it is. It's stalling at 85 knots now. Great. So that's what it should be doing. So I'm adding power. Yeah, so that's the effective rate there. So stall speed is much higher. That's what I was expecting there. So let's just keep it at 85 now instead. I don't see any pappies. Oh, I'll get rid of all that. All the noise. I'm coming down. See, my view is now completely... I've got such a high nose attitude. Much higher nose attitude than before. Like, seriously. So I should be coming in like 100 knots with this weight. The only thing keeping me alive now is the power of the engine.
There it goes. Very low.
So, there we go.
Dragging it in.
Yeah, dragged it in. Let's get the nose down. Reverse on. Oh, rudders are going to be problems. Stop. It stops quite soon though. With the reverse. And will the nose go up when we stop? Someone just crashed. So there you go. That was an overloaded aircraft. I made that much longer than it should have been, in all fairness. I hope that was interesting for you. Let's have a look at the airplane I want to show you, right? Let's switch to... we're going to do this at the same airfield, Colonel Klink, right?
Okay.
And do you want to have a guess what that airplane is I'm going to show you? Anybody?
No.
Just Flight. You've probably heard of it already. Are releasing their new Turbo Arrow PA-28-4, and this is a pre-release version. It's not finished yet at all. Well, it's a pre-release version. I don't know. So let's have a look. I got so many of them. PA-28. I've got so many of them I didn't know which one it was. So it's the T-tail version. I'm thinking. Oysk said the PA-28. He guessed right. Oysk. I think it was Oysk. He said it's a PA-28 Turbo Arrow, isn't it? So what liveries does it come with? Well, it comes with the usual. Well, it comes with a few. Well, okay. Comes with a few. This aircraft, I think it's based on an aircraft in UK somewhere. Right. The actual aircraft itself. So let's spawn on the ramp. And change it to daytime and change the flying conditions so you can see what it looks like. So I have not... Over 6,000 PA-28 Auras have been built on the Turbo Arrow... I couldn't read fast enough. Anyway, they're very popular. I flew these many times. Not the Turbo one now. It says it was introduced in 1979 with its distinctive T-tail. The Cherokee. The origins of the Arrow start with the PA-28 Cherokee. The regional Cherokee Arrow was introduced in 1967. Lots of facts. I like the way they do it in Microsoft Flight Sim. The aircraft you're loading, they just give you tips about it. It's just while you're waiting, something interesting, you know. So we're going to start cutting this. We're going to have a quick look and see what you think. Oik says yes, they showed it on their website during the week. Navman says it's a cool plane. So yeah, they always do really good planes, aircraft, I have to say, Just Flight. You know, I'm honest. I look for stuff that annoys me, and I do, on the odd occasion, I have been kind of angry with stuff. But not with these guys. They're just proper. Some aircraft, by the way, are coming out on the store, and they're just nonsense. That should be freeware. I don't know if that should be allowed. But if you hear of the word Just Flight, you know it's going to be good. Do you know? Isn't that right, Karen Clink? Do you reckon? Am I talking nonsense?
No, I think the Just Flight models are quite good, very accurate, and they look good. They look real.
This looks real. This looks... Yeah. This is the first time I've seen it. I'm just looking at it here, Karen Clink. It's fully loaded. And these, guys, these radios, I've seen these a million times. Okay.
I still have one of those.
You have one in your airplane in real life, don't you?
Yeah.
They have the old Garmin GPS 100. That is really well done. Wow. Look at the little, you know, it's like an owner's airplane, this one. Well kept owner's airplane. And that is quite impressive straight off the bat. They got the upper door lock as well, of course. Let's have a listen here.
Does it come with toe brakes, or is it only the handbrake?
Oh yes, that's right. By the sounds, it has toe brakes. Let me get the camera operational here. Let's get the camera operational. Oh, of course, yeah. Now you kick off Xbox controller for no reason. It's been sitting there, and I want to make my eye candy video. I must have broken the actual... I must have broken the connection somehow. You know? That's very upsetting to me. That is infuriating. Bear with me. There we go. Okay, we're back. What the deuce is going on here? That is... I'm the doctor, and he's got a serious headwind on, I'd say. Okay, let's... let's get into the cockpit here. And let's see if we can have a nice look around. And I'll tell you what I think as a real-life pilot. Drone speed, I try to get this down to 4. See, I'm doing this when I'm filming all the time. I want to get 0.4 or even less. So that there we go. It takes me a while. It's just because I've practiced it. Now, so in this aircraft, folks, myself and Karen Clink have flown them, and there are no toe brakes. There's just the brake here, the handheld brake, right? But this one does have the Karen Clink. I suppose if they released it without it, you couldn't fly it, you know. So that's good, you know, if they released it without them. You may notice they did say there's a lot of. They said there's a lot of stuff to be done, right? So you might think that the resolution is a bit low at times, but that's going to be fixed, right? All that resolution stuff's going to be fixed. But I have to say, it looks pretty damn good, you know. Let's have a look at the exterior model very quickly. The sounds are to be put in properly, but this is a very common aircraft. You'll see on airfields all over the world. It has a T-tail as well. What's that, Colonel Clegg?
Is it a 2-bladed prop or a 3-bladed prop?
3.
3.
So I'm not going too close because they did say, in all fairness, that looks quite good. They did say that it's not going to be good, but even from here, you know, we'll do a quick circuit before everybody wants to go to bed, because I know a lot of people at this time they go, man, I gotta go to bed, I gotta work tomorrow, you know. But I'm kind of impressed with this. I'll do a video on this now. Oh, someone just had nosed over. Who nosed over? Oh, it's gone again. But that looks pretty good, you know. Sitting in the cockpit, it looks pretty damn good. Oh, look at that. Who's this? It doesn't show me. Who is that? I can't see his thing. Very nice though. Right, let's start up the aircraft. So we want our fuel to be on. Fuel is this one is over to the left. So we're on the left tank. We've started with half tanks. Look at you. Master switch on. What is this here? High, low. I'll have to look into that. They've got the light flashing under the landing gear. I like that. Oh, I have to set my levers up, and I haven't got my lever set up, folks. I tell you what I can do, I think. I think I would be able to set up the controls so I can use I want to use the prop and mixture properly. Do you know what I mean? So I'll disable the hottest. Disable, please. There we go. I'm going to add the TQ6. And we have this set up. I've got the TQ6 set up for no, that's for jet engines, that's not it. I have it set up for a twin. Please be there. There we go. Now that should work. Apply and save, go back. Let's resume. Yes. Yes. And yes. Brilliant. So we got our controls. Throttle comes down. We can prime it and all that kind of stuff. I'm not going to go to the checklist. I'm just going to show you a quick circuit. And this is my first look. I can hear everything in the cockpit. The gyros spinning up. Everything. That's pretty damn good. So what have we got? Fuel. On. I just kick it off. Don't worry about the rest. Start the motor. Let's spin back here. Wow. That sounds like a PA-28. What have I not got on? The fuel. Have I not got on the fuel? I have it on the left tank. Do we have actual fuel? They have this set up as realistic, by the way. There is failures of all sorts of stuff, so I haven't read anything, and I should have. I should have really. Let's press Control E. I haven't cracked the throttle, probably, that's why. I've got to crack the throttle. There we go. So there's all sorts of fancy failures in this, I believe. I do like the sound. So let's taxi out, release the brakes. The brakes are here, it's like a pulley thing. This one here, very nice. The sound, I'm used to that sound, and that's the sound you hear. So the sound's very impressive. This is going to go very, very fast. Oh, grip sim. So straight away, right, what I'm thinking, I like the whole layout of the whole, everything. The panels, pretty good so far. I think people are saying this, that it looks pretty damn good. I looked up on the internet very quickly there, and they're kind of saying it's going to be pretty damn good. That's a bit too high. Everybody's doing that for some reason. The sounds are pretty good. There's Red Gamer in the 747. I'm going to turn around here. And I'm going to do one circuit. I will probably learn about this a bit more of what they have set up with this aircraft during the week. And I must reiterate that it's not finished yet. But I'm kind of impressed to begin with. What else have we got? Let's get some lightage going. I won't spend too much time. Oh, that was a fuel pump. That's what that sound, and it was. Let's just check the sounds here. I like the sound. That's good. I like it. I don't know how to use Garmin 100. I'll have to figure out about that. Very nice. So they've got their a lot of stuff here for starting up the engines, refill oil, etc., etc. Apparently it'll keep its state. You know, if it's poor, if it's not serviced, oil's gone or something like that, it'll keep that state. There's failures in it, so I better fly very carefully. So that's that. I'd like to get some internal cockpit lights on, but I won't waste your time. So full power, fly like we stole it. Wrong control. Oh, very nice. Very nice. They all kind of fly the same, really.
On the tacho, does it actually keep the engine time?
Oh yes, let's have a look now when we take off. I'll have a look at that. Yeah, powerful.
It's like, I noticed on some aircraft, and it's like, especially the original one, the Microsoft ones, like not only does it add to the engine time, but it keeps the engine time. I don't know if it gradually, you know, makes the engine worse. I don't know, but it's like, yeah, no, it's good to see that that has been done.
It's rolling slightly to the left, which I would expect, because it's quite a powerful aircraft, you know. So that's interesting. That's good. And I'm looking for the RPM now, if I can see it. It's very heavy. Where is the RPM hidden? There it is. Yes, it does.
Oh,
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, it's set at 0. So we'll see as we go. The control column back. I can hear the wind sounds. So
Can you open the window?
Not yet, no. Oh, we can. Yes, and they have the sound coming in from the window. You can hear the wind. It's much louder now in the cockpit. I can hear the wind speeding it like you would in a real thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very good. I like the way to do that. And all the usual stuff, of course. There's stuff in here that I haven't even looked into yet. That's starting the maintenance. That keeps the maintenance. Warnings. Copilot disabled. Nothing down there? Oh, right. It's Bob. It's Bob again, folks. Go for just right. Happy days. Aircraft options. Auto fuel selector. Okay, that's cheating. GPS. Oh, you can change the GPS from a GPS 100 to dual, the 430 and the 530. Or you can just get rid of the 430, and you can have basic. I like that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. I like that. Right, left. Switch the yokes on, chocks, all the usual. I'd like some more to it. So yeah, pretty good. Pretty darn good, considering. Now way off. I'm going to turn for base. Let's just get my altitude here. 1,000 feet, thank you. That's what I want. 1,000 feet. Yeah, where am I in relation to the runway? High is lost. No, we're okay. We're okay. We're alright. So yeah, let's have a look. So there's the autopilot there. I remember the other Just Flight autopilot they had it so realistic, because these ones aren't the best autopilots, the real ones now. I've got the sound way up here. The real ones. I didn't take the gear up there, I know that. Let's test the gear, let's test the sound of the gear. It's pretty cool. Let's get some flaps down. Now, the flaps are a handbrake looking thing. I'm going to do a go around because we're just too fast to do that, okay? You put it up like a lead, like a handbrake with no car. Like. We'll do a faster, or I might be able to stop it now. It does feel heavy because it is a heavy aircraft for the size of it, you know, I believe. I'm going to land here, that's fine. I like, it doesn't float. It doesn't want to float. Do you know, Colonel Klink, you were saying it annoys you because they float all the time?
Yeah.
Let's do that again, because I thought that was pretty good. Oh, brothers. That's rudder's very sensitive on all aircraft Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I didn't, maybe it's the way I landed it, I don't know, but it didn't float. I'm going to really throw it around here now, just get it set up for another approach. Or I'll come down the other way, how about that? So I might stream it this during the week, I don't know. A random stream. Or I might start working the video, we'll have to see. I'll have to see how it goes with all the recording stuff. So that's going to be back, you know. Sim update coming in Tuesday. A rudder fix would be nice. X-Plane feels so much nicer. on the rudder. You're right, it does. It does. Gears down, fine. Let's have a look here. Where's one of theirs? Okay, I'm kind of a bit all over the shop here, but fine. But just looking at this, folks, this is what it looks like, and I'm used to these PA28s of all different types. I do like them, so we're going very fast here, right? So let's just see how it lands. Let's just see if I'm certain about the not floating. Yeah, the speed dies, and they do that. You know, when you take the power off, the speed just dies.
It just drops.
It drops in real life, and they haven't, you know, there has been other aircraft and it doesn't do that, and I can feel it in this one. So from a flying perspective, yeah, it doesn't want to float. You have to add power on the landing to get that nice landing.
Good.
So I just get that impression now.
Should come in at about 70 knots or something like that.
Yeah, they're heavier, but they are faster.
Yeah.
I'm impressed with just that quick look. Do you know? I'm impressed with it. Lonely Reaper says hello, I'm back now. You obviously got kicked somehow. Gripper, can you give us a lesson on how to manage with all the constant speed props? Yeah, I'll do a video on that at some point for sure. I will. But it's very basic. When you're taking off, it's full. Everything's full. Yeah, I will. I'll do that for sure. At some point for sure. I want to do it properly though with a video, you know. It's very hard to do tutorials, I find, live, because I can't show you stuff. I can't manipulate stuff in front of you. I can't draw anything with you, you know. But I will. But yeah, I'm impressed with it. Can you see the T-tail, Colonel Klink, on the when you're looking?
No, it looks like just one of the normal Cherokees I have.
Okay.
Or P28s.
There we go. Get my camera back. Who is doing this stuff here? He's been here all day. He's still there. Who is this? I can't see, lads. Let me just adjust my camera here. Let's see who this person is, and then we will see who's left with us. I didn't get to count everybody today. It's Yellow Shelf. Good, very nice. So, if my controller, of course I'm going to have to get a new Xbox controller now because this one's busted somehow. It's just been sitting on the floor all week, you know. This is very frustrating for me. So, Colonel Klink, you want to go to bed, I would say. You've had a long day. You've had a long week. So, thank you to the Fireflies. We've got Skyhawk. We got, oh, there they go. They're flying off there now. They're getting much better, the Fireflies. We've got, I wanted to spend more attention on them, but I got caught up on all the weight and balance stuff. That was fun. Skyhawk, Copper Hat, Colonel Klink, Deep Future, Sweet Nutria. Welcome, Sweet Nutria. Did you know it's over there? You did. Ooh, they're in the extra. Sweet Nutria, welcome anytime. North European server, Davo. Thanks to Achai Lad. I think a lot of people went to bed. I think they did. I don't blame them because it's been we went on a bit longer than I anticipated. So thank you everyone for following and joining along. Thanks for Colonel Klink. That was a very good. That was a very good route, I think, Colonel Klink. It was certainly scenic.
Oh, glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, I certainly did. I think everyone else did as well. And guys, have a good week. We'll see you next Sunday, as usual, 9 o'clock Irish time. And hopefully during the week, I'm going to start working on the videos now again, hopefully, and they won't drive me mad. Ois says it's a nice route, and there'll be no videos of me going off and having a rant. So I'm impressed. I wanted to just get that in there because I just got it this afternoon. I'm excited about the Just Flight aircraft. And there you go. Thanks, guys, for joining us. And thanks, by the way. Before I go, I need to thank people a bit more, in all fairness. So 2 hours ago, who would you have first? We had Lonely Reaper 97 resubscribed for 3 months. Thanks a million, Lonely Reaper. I love it when you put the text down there and we can hear it. Also, Biggles joined. He's followed. Vipers followed 2 hours ago. Gobbin Linus, can't see it. Crispy Goat and RHCP 1993. And look, everyone's back. Look, everyone's just appeared out of the blue. it's just a bit cheap sometimes. So thanks everyone for flying along. Join us anytime. North European server, Microsoft Flight Simulator on Sundays 9 o'clock. And have a great week, Colonel Klink. You have a good week too. Don't forget.
Yep. See you guys.
See you next time, guys.